this again. Alright, folks. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Alright, this is good. Well, the game just ended, and my computer, which freaking sucks right now, why is this not closing? There we go. Alright, so Seattle just won the Super Bowl. I've been trying to record this damn video. It's the third time, and I'm doing it on stupid YouTube. Anyways, the Broncos choked. This was a choke game for them. I mean, as soon as the first snap for the Broncos' first drive, he misses the snap. I don't know what he's thinking or what the center's thinking, but giving 2 points to Seattle to play with, I mean, they could have won the game on that. Honestly, honestly, the momentum that they took in with that safety on the first play was the momentum the Broncos took the whole game. The whole game. I mean, that's what I saw. I went, wow, really? Peyton Manning and this high-powered offense? I mean, I mean, in the postseason, when the Broncos entered the postseason and they were breaking the records, and Peyton Manning has the greatest season for an NFL QB, you know, bullshit. Because in the postseason, they scored how many points against the Chargers and the Patriots? And let alone, I think the Patriots, they don't have as good a defense as the Chargers did, and they were only able to score the same amount of points against they did the Chargers. I mean, they got exposed in this game. I mean, the defense, Seattle, congrats. You guys are the Super Bowl champions, and you guys put a statement out there and a message that you guys are legit. That was just a pounding. I mean, I was already seeing like people going, what is going on? And I can't believe this is happening. I mean, even Troy Aikman and Joe Buck were going, we didn't expect this. I didn't expect this. I mean, I expected a nail biter. I expected something that was going to entertain us to the very last seconds, just like the previous 3 or 2 Super Bowls. I mean, this was unbelievable. And once again, this either was going to benefit Peyton Manning or taint everything about his legacy. And once again, he has a losing playoff record of, what is it, 11 and 12 now, and he's lost 2 Super Bowls, and this being one of his worst losses in the Super Bowl. You know what? It's just not good for a debate about, especially, I mean, he just does not compare to Montana. Let's just say that. Joe Montana, sits alone on his little pedestal with probably some other great quarterbacks. But when you talk Manning with Montana, there's no comparison because of his postseason play. It is just awful. I mean, 5 one and dones when he was even with the Colts. That is unexcusable for me. Last year against the Baltimore Ravens, yeah, the defense, blah, 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 this and that. But you know what? Peyton had the ball in his hands to give them a chance to at least win the game and clinch it, and he didn't get it done, and he throws a pick. Now in this game, I mean, they just did not show up. I mean, this game was over at halftime, folks. This game was over at halftime. As soon as halftime was over and started, Percy Harvin goes in for a touchdown. What is going on? That is just unreal to me. The great QB that everybody thinks that Peyton Manning is, which he probably is, just cannot get it done in the postseason. And that's where he goes down the levels a little bit for me. Because it's all great when you win in the regular season, but the goal in the regular season isn't to be the best team in the regular season. It is just about being in the playoffs. The goal in the regular season is being in the playoffs. And then the goal after being in the playoffs is to win the Super Bowl, is to be the hottest team. Do I think the Baltimore Ravens were the best team last year? No. But they got in. They got in, and they got hot at the right time. They beat San Francisco. And I mean, and the Giants and the Packers, they were never the best team in the NFL when they won. It just goes to show you, you got to show up and play the games that you're supposed to play to win the Super Bowl and make it all the way there. And God, I mean, I really feel bad for those Bronco fans, but at the same time, I mean, you really, really don't understand what you guys got yourselves into because now we don't know if Peyton Manning will retire. Probably not, but um, he's running out of time to win another Super Bowl, and this is leaving some really sour grapes in Broncos fans' mouth. I mean, this really sucks for them, but you know what? I don't care. I don't care about both of these teams. I respect both of those organizations, especially Seattle, who's now the champions. But you know what, Peyton? This game was a lot of pressure for Peyton because there was so much media hype about, well, if he wins, blah 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 blah, he can be up there with the ranks of Montana, Aikman, Bradshaw, blah blah blah. And then finally they said, well, if he loses, yeah. And you know what? I think that got to Peyton. And Peyton tried to play it off like, well, I don't have a problem, with it, whatever, blah blah blah. I'm Peyton. I'm smart enough to overcome this. You know what? I think it showed. This game showed complete reset of the mind where he just could not do anything where he what he wanted to do. The ball did not go anywhere close to the way that they wanted it to go. Passes were being batted down. He was being pressured all the time. I mean, that's one thing you can do to Peyton that can really affect his gameplay. You get pressure on him, especially with four linemen, and you can cover. I mean, you get interceptions, you get turnovers. I mean, let alone, yeah, the receivers were fumbling the ball on kickoffs. They were fumbling. Um, that all added to, you know, everything. I mean, Broncos did not show up in this game. Defense, offense, special teams, none of it. They didn't show up, and it all I think started on that first play that the Broncos took their first offensive snap, and that was it. So I know as everyone else is, they're probably really shocked, but hey, it's football. This is what it is, and we never expect, what we usually try to expect. And it would have been a fairy tale for Peyton Manning to win this game, but you know what? He didn't show up, and neither did his defense, and neither did his special teams. And Seattle was the more physical, better team in this game. So, anyways, that is my little rant after the Super Bowl. I may do another video about what I saw, but I mean, this is pretty much it. I mean, everybody's going to be talking about this and really talking about how pathetic and disappointing this loss is for Denver. I mean, if you're a Denver fan right now, I mean, I wouldn't even want to go outside with your jersey. That's how shameful it feels to be right now. You make it to the Super Bowl and you choke. I mean, I'd rather. I mean, what's better? You losing at the last seconds and knowing, yeah, well, we had a chance, or you getting your ass kicked and going, wow, we really were unprepared for this. We had no shot. I mean, they had Peyton Manning, the so-called greatest QB to one of the greatest QBs to play the game. I don't know. Anyways, congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks. You guys deserve that Lombardi trophy, and I hope you guys come back and see the rest of my videos. And I'm Noel Granada, and let's get ready for the off season, folks. All right, I'm out.